I've been to all sized events. I've been to the one-to-one all the way through to massive thousands, 10,000 people type events. And this one I think is unique because I think you've been able to bring a lot of positive things together. The size, the format, the location, the people that are attending, and the vendor mix I think is spot on.
I've not attended anything where there's just been openness of conversation with a number of people over a couple of days. I think the ability to chat to people who similar or different problems, but in that level of sort of engagement of participants.
The quality of the presentation very good, and they seem very well prepared and very specific to the area, the domain we're talking about.
Because there's been so many different use cases and case studies and thought-provoking experiments almost, it really sort of taps into what you do in everyday life.
The way that the meetings are structured gives you enough time to first of all understand what that person's problem is or what they're looking to gain from speaking to you, and then we can introduce ourselves in terms of what we could offer as vendors. So it's a really nice close setting that's really good for communicating effectively.
To be honest, I was blown away by the vendors. That the vendors were really relevant to some of the problems that I'm trying to solve at the moment within Telstra, and I think I'm comfortable that they'll be able to help me with evolving our strategies and our solutions going forward.
It's not often you get this type of leadership in one room. I think that the main thing which I haven't seen in other conferences I've been to is that small, closed, focused environment. So everyone is here to talk about business challenges and how data can help solve those challenges. So my key message to anyone potentially in the business as well is come along and look at all these leaders and what they're trying to do to move their organisations forward.
The networking, the connections, I think the key is that you learn so much here, being able to put that in practice as you move forward and really reinforcing those connections is what I really value.
One of the things that we found is that everyone has a very concrete reason to be here, not so much just about learning, but they all have certain goals and challenges that they're looking to address. The fact that we were matched up with potential people to speak to beforehand, and that a lot of information was gained about the prospects and delegates around what their challenges are prior to the event helped us make a lot more use of the events and have more meaningful conversations.
There's a good, healthy, open debate on issues affecting data analytics, in our worlds today, and it's brilliant to get such a wide range of, feedback, opinion from such a diverse range of people and industry.
The brainweaves have definitely been the most useful thing for me. I think it's great that people are willing to share in those sessions, and I suppose I wasn't expecting people to be quite so open, which has been great.
So other events you don't get the intimacy. You don't get to spend really good quality time over lunch, over a few drinks after dinner. You just don't get that. You might meet 100, 200 people at a bigger event and you've got a few minutes of their time. I've had repeat conversations with the same people over and over and over, so you really get to solidify a relationship.
I think it's that there's a very similar seniority around, so there's a real camaraderie, right? So we're all getting together and sharing problems, and that's really interesting. So the free-flowing conversation, it's a lot more intimate.
format is great. It facilitates lots of dialogue. It's not just about sitting and listening. And whether you're talking to your peers or talking to relevant vendors, I think is really very well managed, very well orchestrated.
The format just works, and I think that it's something that you just need to come and experience.